Welcome to Movie Film. I'm Carl, and Halloween 2020 is right around the corner. So with that in mind, today we're taking a look at 9 awesome movies to watch this Halloween. Now we could just load this list with the usual suspects like The Exorcism, Poltergeist, The Omen, all the classic scary movies, but instead we're going to try to include something for everyone. With that in mind, let's get started. Number 1. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is a film about 2 hillbillies who are mistaken for murderers by preppy college kids. The comedy horror film currently has an 84% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and is a great addition to your Halloween watch list and something a little bit different than the usual scary movies. Number 2. An American Werewolf in London. An American Werewolf in London is an 80s movie written and directed by Blues Brothers director John Landis. In the film, 2 American college students are attacked by a werewolf while taking a walking tour of London. One of them is killed, one of them survives. The werewolf is ultimately killed and reverts to his human form, but the local people don't seem to acknowledge the existence of the werewolf at all. Soon, the survivor begins to have nightmares of hunting on all fours and begins getting visions of recent victims, claiming the only way he can lift his curse is by committing suicide. It's an awesome movie and well worth watching this Halloween. Number 3. 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is a 2002 film from Trainspotting director Danny Boyle. 28 days after a mysterious, incurable virus spreads throughout the UK, a man wakes up in a coma in a deserted London. He ventures out and ultimately finds other survivors. They believe their only hope of survival may lie in the hands of a group of soldiers in Manchester who claim to have the answer to the infection and invite any survivors to join them in their blockade. With no alternative, the group heads north, unaware that the worst is yet to come. Again, a great movie to add to your Halloween watch list this Halloween. Number 4. Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day is basically Groundhog Day if it were a horror movie. A college student must relive the day of her murder over and over again in a loop that will only end when she discovers who her killer is. The film is very enjoyable and will keep you guessing all the way through, trying to figure out who the killer actually is. Number 5. Misery. Misery is a 1990 film based on a Stephen King book directed by Rob Reiner, which stars Kathy Bates and James Caan. So based on all of that, you already know it's going to be a pretty damn good movie. The film is about a famous author who's rescued by one of his fans after a car crash. She takes him home and nurses him back to health, but the care he's receiving soon turns to abuse and captivity. Yet again, another example of a great movie to add to your Halloween watch list if you haven't already seen it, and even if you have. Number 6. The Evil Dead. The 1981 original Evil Dead film was banned in many countries when it came out, including right here in Ireland. The film, written and directed by Sam Raimi, is about 5 friends who travel to a cabin in the woods where they unknowingly release flesh-possessing demons. Number 7. Shaun of the Dead. If you like your zombie movies with a side order of comedy and a kick-ass soundtrack, Shaun the Dead is the perfect movie for you this Halloween season. The Edgar Wright film stars Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. Shaun the Dead is about a man named Shaun who decides he's going to turn his life around and win back the heart of the woman he loves, all while dealing with a zombie apocalypse. Even when it's not Halloween, Shaun the Dead is a must-watch movie. Number 8. Hocus Pocus. Okay, you might think I'm a little bit crazy with this one, but when I was a kid, Hocus Pocus was on TV every single Halloween, and I watched it every single time and loved every minute of it. While it may not be a gore fest or technically not even a horror film, it is a fun-filled family Halloween movie, which is a great way to get you in the Halloween mood. Number 9. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, while I said at the beginning I wasn't going to list the usual suspects of horror movies, I feel it would be remiss to make a list of 9 awesome must-see movies for Halloween without mentioning the classic A Nightmare on Elm Street, a movie that will haunt your dreams for years to come. The Wes Craven film is the story of a monstrous spirit of a slain child murderer who seeks revenge by invading the dreams of teenagers whose parents were responsible for his death. If that sounds like something you want to see this Halloween, I'd highly recommend checking out A Nightmare on Elm Street. And there we have it, 9 awesome movies to watch this Halloween. What's your favourite Halloween movies? Let us know in the comments section. And if you're new, please subscribe to the channel for new content every Wednesday and Friday. But for now, thank you so much for watching.